So, talking about Ashram, congratulations first of all. So, ever since you have
Thank you
portrayed
so
the
much. Thank
character,
you.
so ever since you have portrayed the character of Tinka Singh, you have been the talk of the town. So, how does it feel?
It feels nice. I mean, I just went out the other day in Goa, and
Hmm.
everyone just walked up to me talking about Tinka Singh, and I was
Huh,
just like, I just realized that the power of doing characters which people really like and love is so
exactly.
humongous. And I have to of course thank Mr. Prakash Jha and Disha Jha for I say it in every interview of mine because I have so much gratitude because I've had this huge struggle where I have not got the right kind of work that I've wanted for so many years. And
Okay.
when the right kind of work starts coming in and when the right kind of appreciation starts coming your way, I think
Huh,
of course feel so much gratitude and you feel so much love for people loving you the right way. And
yeah,
Tinka Singh was somebody I never knew that people will love so much. And but I
exactly.
played Tinka Singh with all my honesty and sincerity, and I'm guessing that is what has touched people's heart. I guess I've not tried too hard for the character.
Mm-hmm. No, my mom, when she watched Ashram and when she watched you, she didn't see you as Adhyayan. She saw you as Tinka Singh only. Like, you were so much absorbed in the character. No, she was like, he is not
Yeah.
Adhyayan. He is that, that rapper, that rap artist or the rock star. She's a huge fan of your work.
No, I know. Thank you. Please give love to your mom. And I think this is the biggest compliment that I think I have received so far from everyone. The fact that
Mhm.
I go out and people say हमको तो पता ही नहीं अध्ययन सुमन था, हमको तो लगा ये टिंका सिंह कोई और ही मतलब एक्टर प्ले कर रहा है कैरेक्टर को. So the
Exactly.
fact that they're not able to recognize me as who I am as an actor, I think that is the biggest I think victory for me. Because if I look like Tinka Singh, then I think I won. If I start looking like Adhyan Suman trying to play Tinka Singh, then I would have failed. And
Exactly.
so it was, yeah. And also there was a very thin line between me playing Tinka Singh. I could have, there was a huge competition, in not competition, I would say, but a huge inspiration in front of me, like Shahid Kapoor had done in Urta Punjab,
Huh.
where the character was extremely eccentric. He was
Mhm.
crazy, he was abusive, he was debauched in the head. And I
Yeah.
think the same thing. I think Tinka Singh was on the same lines, except for the fact that Tinka Singh is just childlike. He's just stupid. He's not a gray character. He just thinks that he's the shit, but he actually is not. And that is what has worked, because the opening scene where he's doing the cocaine and telling, oh, f you and f you and f you, I'm not going to perform for the Baba Shaba and all. And then when he gets a slap, and when he from the NCB, and how Baba gets him caught, and when he's holding his manager's hand and saying, "Bhai, ab to lag gaye, bhai, hame bacha le yaar." That childlike
Yeah.
innocence that Tinka Singh has, I think is something that people have really related to, man.
Hmm. So, what was the exact moment you had with yourself when Prakasha came up to you with the idea?
I think it was a dream come true, because I've said it earlier in my interviews as well, when doing the success of Ashram One Part
Hmm.
One, and I was telling people that I assisted Prakash Jha when I had just come down from the New York Film Academy, and
Yeah.
I was his assistant at 19, and today I'm playing a very pivotal role in one of the biggest shows that has ever been created on OTT, and
Exactly.
it's a dream come true to be able to work with Prakash Jha, and I'm
Hmm.
so glad that he gave me this opportunity, because we knock on so many doors when we are down and out,
Uh,
and not many people want to open the door for you. And Mr. Prakash Jha decided to open his door for me. So I'll always be eternally grateful to Mr. Jha again for giving me that role. And now that he's done so well, I've just signed the second season with them. So I'm
yeah.
super excited to be a part of that.
Hmm. So, how was it working with Bobby Deol, Tridha, and Aditi?
I think a wonderful, even Chandan Roy Sanyal, for that matter of fact. In fact, we have our own group called the Ashram Group, where we have all the boys. We have Bobby Sir, me, Chandan, Darshan, Vikram, Sachin, Tushar. All of us are there on the group, and we try and chat as much as possible every second, third day, and we always video calling each other. In fact, I just missed their call right now. I was just
Okay.
talking to all of them, and it's what a wonderful experience, because I felt that on set there was no sense of hierarchy, because it's an ensemble cast. It's an ensemble cast where no one was looked down upon the fact that somebody maybe was a bigger star than somebody, or somebody was a smaller star than somebody. I think the fact that Prakash Jha breaks that stereotypical hierarchy bullshit in on sets is something that I really loved about Prakash Ji, because
Exactly.
he sat with all of us, we all sat with each other, and that is why we were so comfortable, having to perform, and we all performed for ourselves and for each other and for the show, which is very
Mm.
important to not, be absolutely self-absorbed and so selfish in wanting to get the best out of yourself. You need to also get the best out of your co-star.
Exactly.
And yeah, so I think that is something that was wonderful. Yeah, and what an experience working with all the actors, honestly speaking.
Mhm. So again, I wanted to know, you have been making heads turn in the entertainment as well as in the music industry. I have listened to your videos, to your music videos as well. I love your voice.
Yeah, thank
So
you so
if
much.
I
Thank
ask
you.
you to, so if I ask you to reflect on this journey, how did it all start? Like what
um
inspired you to be an actor and how did it all begin?
music happened to me at a point where I was not getting enough work as an actor.
Okay.
Honestly speaking, there's nothing to lie about it. And I was at a point where I was at my wits end, and I was thinking, what the hell am I going to do now? I'm 30, and shit is not happening and it's not moving forward. And I began very early in my career, and I've had my own set of bumps and stuff like that, and I've been fighting that depression, anxiety issues, problems, personal, professional. And then at a point I realized that, boss, you need to come out of this shit. If people are not going to give you work, you need to create work for yourself so that people are able to eventually notice you and give you work. And my music happened to me at that point where I asked a friend to sing a song. She said no. I got very angry. So I said, you know what, screw this. I'm going to go direct my own music video. And because I'm also a director, so I went and directed it. And that is how the journey, and that is how I have see my entire goal is to always be an actor first.
Mhm.
Music happened, and then music also became life, and then music started doing extremely well. And because of music, I have also been able to get ashram, where when I walked up to Prakashji for the first time, because Tinka Singh is a rock star.
Huh.
I showed him this. I showed him my music videos, and he looked at one of my very successful music videos called Sonio 2.0, and
Yeah,
he
I've
saw
heard.
that.
I've
Yeah,
heard.
and he saw that, and he said, boss, I think you will fit the character.
Mhm.
So music has also really helped me, because my music has always had narratives in them. They're not just music videos. If you see my music videos, there is a story, there are characters, there
Yeah,
are plots. It's like a film. It's like a 5-minute short film.
exactly. Yes.
And I'm a director actor. So I write things like that. I want things to be like that. Where, and it also showcased me, and music is something that helped me stay really calm and stay alive, to be very honest, in literal sense as well, because I was like feeling so anxious and so depressed a couple of years ago. Music really helped me calm down and stay focused. And I had the faith, and that faith has always been there. And I'm glad that people have, I wouldn't call myself the biggest star in the country right now, but it's just a beginning. And I'm very grateful and thankful that people don't get opportunities again in the industry. People don't get loved again. But the amount of love that I've been receiving from post ashram, and life has opened up, and I'm working. The most important part is not to be a star. The most important part is that I'm working, and I'm doing good work, living to, having to live my dream every single day. I wake up and go on set, and
Mhm.
given so much respect by my producers, by my directors, and that's good enough for me, man. To be very honest, at this point of my life.
Mhm. So, as you just said, you had a lot of bumpy rides on your journey. So, what were the kind of obstacles you faced? If you would, like to talk about it.
No, I mean, see, it's. I think I've spoken a lot about the fact about my depression and anxiety, and that is obviously correlated to the fact that the work wasn't happening for me. It was correlated to the fact that there were certain perceptions being created, my name being linked up for so many years to people I didn't want to be associated with. So there's a lot that happened over these years, which of course was an amazing journey to learn from. And there's something I don't regret anything. I learned a lot, but then there were very difficult phases to come out of. And for me, that is victory. For me, that is success. The fact that I've survived all that shit and I've come out of it, and I'm working again. And that's why I keep saying that I can't be more thankful. And I don't, I mean, why I'm not elaborating on the about my past is because it's gone, it's done. I just want to tell you briefly that it was a tough phase, but it's over now. So there's no point discussing negative things in life anymore.
Mhm. So, how do you deal with, like, as you said, so how do you deal with your setbacks and failures? Like, is there a trick or something, or, anything which people should be doing during these hard times? And, especially in a society where depression, mental health has been so prevalent due to work pressure. So, how has your approach been with this?
So I think you need to understand one thing, that when you look at yourself in the mirror in the morning, you have to be very real with yourself. What's one thing that's very important? If you're not a good actor, then you're not a good actor. If you're not a good singer, then you're not a good singer. And you have enough ample time and space to be able to judge that, and by people's reaction, when you have given enough when you have given 10 years to, like me in the industry, you understand one thing very clearly, that there are either you're good or you're not good. You know your job or you don't know your job. I have
Mhm.
felt all these years, these 10 years, my frustration is not that that I don't know my job. My frustration has always been that I haven't been given the right job. Understand one thing, and that is very, very important, is to not be delusional about who you are. And you need to understand your limitations, and if you have your limitations, then you have to work on them, and then you have to grow further as an artist, as an actor. I was afraid the fact that if I get into singing, people are going to be like, "Are फिल्मों में fail हो गया तो इसलिए अभी गाना गा रहा है आके." I was afraid. But then I took the first step and I moved forward. I said, what the hell are they going to say? That I'm a failure? Too bad. That's all they're going to say, that I'm a failure, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do it. And I did it. When I took the first step, my first song hit 5 million views. And for me, it was the biggest high because, I was coming out to so much negativity. I never knew people are going to like me. I had no money for promotion. I never knew Sonio 2.0 will hit 24 million views. And I'm an independent artist who had no subscribers on his channel. So they're huge important moments in my life where I felt, okay, no, I maybe I know my job. I'm not trying to say I'm really good, but I know my job decently well. I think I can I can survive and do my thing, and that is very important. That happened. And then apart from that, being centered and meditating, and being grounded, I think are very important aspects in for success. And just keep doing something. The point is to keep doing something or the other and not stop. And I didn't stop anywhere where down the line. I just kept doing some small thing, big thing here, there, whatever it is. I kept doing something or the other, because my father told me that कि कोई भी काम छोटा है बड़ा नहीं होता है लाइफ में. काम काम होता है. And I learned that from my father, and then I started taking work exactly the way he told me to. And that's where life is at right now. Yeah, you just have to be very positive. And I know it's very easy. It's easier said than done. कि हाँ हो जाएगा, सब हो जाएगा. बट कभी कभी लोगों के सालों निकल जाते हैं, कुछ नहीं होता. मेरे साथ देख लो आप ना, मेरे मेरे जिंदगी के 8 साल निकल गए, where everybody said no, it's going to happen, it will happen. In what form it was going to happen, I never knew. So that is why I kept trying. And music, it happened, and from music ashram happened, and then I got back again. So you have to keep working.
So then, can we say that it's okay to believe in having second chances?
Yeah, absolutely, man. That is the most beautiful part about life. Life gives you a second chance, but you just have to stick, just to stick to your shit. Just the world is going to tell you you're a failure. उनका काम है ये कहना, आपको नीचे गिराना, आपको घटिया फील कराना, because वो लोग खुद नॉन अचीवर्स है लाइफ में. And they don't like the fact that you're able to fight it out. They don't
Mhm.
like the fact that you're a winner. For them, they have to make you feel like shit. And if they don't make you feel like shit, then you probably will not be inspired. The fact that people gave me a lot of shit in the beginning of my career is the reason why I was able to get back and prove them wrong. I don't want to go out there and start taking names from the industry and tell them that this is who he said this about me, she said this about me. No. Today, Ashram, the success of Ashram says it all. Today, my success in my music says it all. I'm not saying it out of arrogance. I'm saying out of the fact that I believed in myself and I'm out there. And now there's a certain amount of success and love that has come my way is because I've worked hard for it.
And you have
And
proved
because they
yourself out there.
yeah, and because there are people who said I'm bad and people who said he's a failure. If they hadn't said that, I probably would have not got the fire in me to get back up and fight. And then they kept knocking me, kept knocking me, kept knocking me, and I kept getting back up. And that is what life is. You have to get back up every time that life tries to knock you down. That's
Mhm.
who I am.
So, how was your first audition? If I ask you, like, do you have any fond memories from your first audition?
My first audition was, of course, for Halidil. It was a horrible audition. But I'm not very good with auditions because I don't get the feel of being in front of the camera. So I'm not very good with look tests. Even there are times where there are big shows that come to me and people want me to look test for it. I'm like, listen, sir, matlab, I have a body of work, but if you want me to look test for it, I have no problem. But I'm not good with look tests. I don't know. I just don't get the entire thing of look tests. But ठीक है.
Okay. So, would you let your kids also take up acting someday in future?
They can take up whatever they want. Just like my father has given me the liberty to do what I want in the right what do you say? He knows that I would never cross my boundaries and I would do the right thing, and he knows how passionate I am about my work. And if I see a sense of passion in my children in whatever they want to do in the future, I'm okay.
So, what is the next genre you would want to experiment yourself with?
I'm doing a. I'm in fact I just finished the first schedule of a show called Prayagraj,
Mhm.
which is absolutely very Hindi heartland Babu Yadav, where I play Babu Yadav, where I'm for the first time, have the UP accent and
Okay.
very rugged, very Mirzapur raw character that I'm playing in the show.
Mhm.
It's been directed by a new director, and then I'm in the middle of shooting a survival thriller film, which I absolutely love, and I'm very very excited about, where I play this billionaire who gets stuck with his girlfriend in the dicky of his car, and he has to
Acha.
survive that,
Mhm.
and it's very very exciting to be a part of this.
Mhm. So, any message for aspiring actors?
Uh, as I said, the first rule that you have to understand, not be deluded, not be too arrogant about who you are. And the most important part is to keep working and to keep, bettering your craft. I think that's very, very important. And I believe that the fact that the more you work, the better you get in life. And just be honest, just be sincere to your characters, man. Don't try too hard. Don't try to look too cool. And
Just
it's
be
not about
yourself.
the six pack. It's not about the six packs, man. It's not about the steroids. It is about the fact that you're able to touch people's hearts. It's the fact that you're able to be sincere with every character that you play, so that people relate to that. And that's about it. There is no hard and fast rule to being an actor, but just be sincere. That's all I have to say.
Mhm. Thank you so much, Adhyayan. I
Thank you,
really
Aditi. It
had
was
a
wonderful.
great time talking to you.
I
Like,
did, I
you're,
did, I
you're
did too.
totally our inspiration for me.
Thank you so much. Please say hi to your mum from my side and tell her Tinka Singh love you,
Sure,
please.
pakka. Bye bye. Take care.
Take care. Bye bye.
हाँ.